Carolina, you're the chief hull and body at the TU Delft Hydromotion team. Show us if your boat is cooler than their car.
The maritime industry is sometimes known as the silent force of global trade, seeing as 80% of the goods that we trade are transported by sea. So if you go a little too hard or get a little too excited during the networking drinks, you can expect that the paracetamol that you take tomorrow when you have a banging headache will have spent some time inside a metal box in the middle of the ocean. So now imagine the transformative potential of this industry giant, of this backbone of global trade. Imagine that we could turn it into a force of environmental good, a force of change. Are you imagining? Well, it's not that easy. The shipping industry is one of the 7 hardest in the world to decarbonize, mainly due to the large lifespan of large sea vessels. Each, like a modern vessel, has a usual lifespan of 30 years. So if we're standing here right now and we say we want to see a change in 30 years, then we have to tell ourselves that the technology has to be implemented right now. And that's where our project comes in. Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Carolina. I'm the chief hull and body at the TU Delft Hydromotion team. We are a world champion team of 23 students from the Delft University of Technology. And in just 1 year, we design, build, test, and sail a flying hydrogen-powered boat across the North Sea. And if we succeed, which we will be the first fully hydrogen-powered boat to do so. This picture, at the time it was taken, I had not yet learned what the Dutch word for smile was. So if you're looking for me, you can see that I am the only person with a serious face, which is quite sad because I look a little bit unapproachable, but I promise that I'm not. If we want to look at the future, which we do, we also have to look at the past of our foundation. And much like Forza did, I would like to tell you a little bit of how we started. So we started out 18 years ago in 2006 as the TU Delft solar boat team, and we made, well, solar boats. We were fueled by an interest in exploring innovative and sustainable technology, and fueled by this vision and also by solar powered, we made our first solar boat that we took to the Frisian Solar Challenge, the first edition, where we got first place. After some years, 4 years, in 2010, we introduced the trademark of our organization, our hydrofoils. You can see that this boat over here is already foiling. These are the wings of the maritime industry. And this step of our history I'm quite fond of as an aerospace engineering student, but it was a transformative step in our journey and something that we've kept ever since. In the years that followed, we focused on improving our performance and refining our designs. And at some point, we abandoned inland waters in favor of the open sea that offered us more. And we, in 2019, got our first world champion title in the open sea class of the Monaco Energy Boat Challenge. In 2020, we made another solar boat, and in 2021, we began a new chapter of our journey. We looked at the possibilities of hydrogen, which many speakers before me have highlighted, and we saw this potential and rebranded to the TU Delft Hydromotion team. That year, 2021, our first hydrogen-powered boat was born. It was the first ever in the world flying hydrogen-powered boat. It was a trimaran. It was a little bit inconvenient to assemble and disassemble, but it was very pretty, it was very stable, and we are very proud of it. Can I go back? Actually, no, it's not this boat, but this one is great as well. We made this one in 2022, and it's in our stand over there. Finally, and before I come to us, in 2023, we made yet another hydrogen-powered boat, a monohull this time, and Aurora, we called it Aurora after the goddess of dawn. We took it to Monaco, and again, we got our world champion title, this time using a hydrogen-powered boat, which was a significant advancement for us. This boat served our foundation a lot and really advanced our mission. Somewhat ironically, we are now stripping it for parts. For example, we're taking 2 of Aurora's hydrogen tanks. This is Aurora. We're taking 2 of Aurora's hydrogen tanks, and we are implementing it into this year's design, our design. Number 1, because it is the sustainable thing to do, and number 2, because if you've ever tried buying a hydrogen tank, you know that they are not cheap. So, at this point, right now, current point in time, we are in the final steps of refining our design, and we are dotting our final I's before production. We'll be presenting our design, this year's design, 2024 design, on the 20th of December at the TU Delft Aula. You're very welcome to come. But before we do, I would like to delve into a little bit of the technical aspects of Aurora, our 2023 boats that we're very proud of. Oh, this picture is nicer anyway. Our hull, made entirely out of carbon fiber, is extremely lightweight, weighing at 230 kilograms. It is optimized for stability and speed. We widened our middle section in comparison to previous years so that we could maximize the distance between the front struts. What did we also do? Our front and rear sections were narrowed to reduce our resistance, to make more of a streamlined water flow. As the chief of the hull and body department, I am quite excited about lightweight designs and carbon fiber, but I won't bore you too much with that. I'll talk a little bit about our hydrogen systems as well. So I told you we saw the potential in hydrogen, and we moved towards hydrogen. Our hydrogen system is seamlessly implemented into our boat. You see these 2. This design has 2 tanks. You can see the caps over here. It has in total 16 kilograms of hydrogen, and it is able to do 185 kilometers at top speed. Our cooling system regulates the temperature of all our components in the boat, and it expands through a series of tubes and pumps. It expels warm, salty water and cools down all our components. We have a net of over 90 organized cables, and I have over here my friend Thijs from Embedded Systems that know what a nightmare it is to have good cable organization. It is complicated. And my friend Renzo over there, he also knows that very well. This system seamlessly handles the high voltage needs of our fuel cell and our motor and our batteries. And a lightweight converter allows us to transition also from high voltage to low voltage. Aurora joins many meticulously designed elements to create a world champion design that we're very proud of and served our foundation very well. And this year we stand, we look back at what we've conquered. We're very proud of the world champion titles that we've achieved, but we thought that it was time for a new challenge. As we designed our boats, we noticed that harbors and waterways weren't fully equipped for hydrogen infrastructure. And if we want to see change, it's not enough to make the designs and produce them and race them and win. We need to show the world that hydrogen is the future, or might not be the solution, but it is at least part of it, and we do believe vehemently that it is part of it. So together with our partners, and as I've mentioned before, we will design, build, test, and sail in 1 year our boat across the North Sea from the Netherlands to the UK, hopefully from Rotterdam to London, because then we can say that we did it from bridge to bridge, and it's quite catchy, it's quite good for marketing, as some of you may know. Yeah, as we move forward and we see that the maritime industry has its environmental challenges, we say that if nothing changes, we will keep emitting carbon and we'll keep heating up our Earth to the point that we can't live in it. We invite you to believe in us, to join us, and we welcome you aboard the next wave. Thank you very much, ladies and gentlemen.